The energy is electric, and it is gorgeous weather here late in the season. The sun is out, and we're looking forward to some good football. As they say, it is perfect football weather. We're going to get great passing, good running conditions here on the field today. I'll keep you posted on how that plays out as the game goes along. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Swamped immediately.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down and run. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. Sells to run, looking to pass. He's got him in the flat. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Gives it. Looking for a crease. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Fires quickly.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Coleman open on the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's got it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Curtis. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle.
He caught it! They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. Third down coming up. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Good, right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power forward. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the top. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Lakers!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Now on the counter. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Crosses to 35. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You just can't hit the quarter like defender got caught red-handed. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. On the option. He'll do it himself. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. 3rd and long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Right down the gut of the field. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Lakers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the move from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. One final play before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Curtis. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Rush right in his face. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. On the return. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Lakers get a chance to send out the offense to open this drive. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll move the tight end. Let it go. On the ground with the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Drops back. It's Hainsworth. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Back's got it on the screen. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on third down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
And now the Lakers getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got an alley. Got the first down. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. And now the Lakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Here comes the heat. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. The sure hands, it's Williams.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
From the gun, the ground game. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Tells to run, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Reese, several notable storylines there, and a first half of a Cure Bowl that absolutely had its moments. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cure Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with the Lakers head coach, he loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Right back to it. He'll be dropped.
Great job at contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. And that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Working the ground game. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Hainsworth. Throws to the tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Gets open down the middle. That'll get the job from that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Left side is Hicks. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Back's got it on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Across the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And now the Lakers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Hainsworth. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Lakers! And the stomping has commenced.
And, man, that is exactly what you want your offense to do in the 4th quarter. Like, protect your lead, being able to put drives together, eat up clock, and score. Now, ball goes to the other side. Palmer, you better put this offense in fast forward. Down by a couple of possessions, you need... plays.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time. You've got to score quickly, and then your defense has to be able to get the ball back for you, too. So you just put tons of pressure on the opponent with that long scoring drive to take a 2-possession lead. That could not have been executed any better.
He's got it down the middle. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Great place to start for this offense.
Here we go, ready? 3.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. First play of this drive. Out wide right, it's Hicks. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sets his feet. It's Hainsworth. Finds his target down the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. They'll go to the air. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run the counter. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
What a season it has been, and it's been great to share it with you. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.